Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and let's dive in. So I last let you off against Monaco and we managed to get through this, which was an amazing game. We then had Tottenham in the league where honestly we were lucky to get like a last minute goal from Mo Salah to sort of save the points for us. Today we have got Man City, which is going to be a big fixture. As we can see, the league is really heating up. We're 5 points behind Man United. The gap keeps slipping. But Man City are 4 points behind us. So if Man City beat us today, this second spot is going to be a bit touch and go. This is the team, you know it by now. Let's jump in. So here we go. Here's the lineup, and you can see our teams are lining up very similar to each other. Danilo looks like he's going to get much more forward on that right side. So hopefully our left wing can cope with that. Alright. It's going to be a nervy one, I'm not going to lie. Because we could either start catching up Man United. This is a big points. Alright, we could secure Europa League. Go on, boys! No, that's not what we're after. We're after that league. What are we going to do? We're favourites, alright. Make sure we give everyone a bit of faith. This is basically going to sum up. Are we going to catch United? Or are we just going to drift off? Alright, here we go. We've got the league table over to the right. We can see it being updated. We are at home at Anfield, which does give us a big advantage over Man City. But we still need to get the job done, and as you've seen, we're not the greatest team at doing that. So we are in the quarter-final of the Champions League. Hopefully we get a good draw with that. It's a penalty. It is a penalty. Oh no, I didn't change Trent. I still haven't done set pieces. Come on, Trent, if there's ever a time to score. That's what we want. The first couple of minutes, we are 1-0 up. That is what we want. Trent again crosses it in. Firmino doesn't get to it. Mane is there to Wijnaldum, to Firmino, to Chambers. Oh, come on. This is a game we've got to win if we want to be title champions. Oh, what is life? 1-0, brilliant goal by Aguero. I'm not salty at all. Not salty at all. Ah! Alright, we go again. Come on, we go again. We are building play perfectly though. But Aguero is Aguero. And that was a lovely move by Firmino. Why hasn't he done that more this season? Have to admit, I thought Firmino would do better in this system, but De Bruyne just skips past them like a gazelle, but luckily Trent's there to make the challenge. Oh God. 7 minutes gone, and let's be honest, this is a fiery game. What a goal by Aguero though. When you have a player of that quality. Company's on a 6.2, it is worth knowing. Thing is, both our teams are going at it. Right, Van Dijk. Ooh, that took a weird deflection. I wondered if that was going to challenge the keeper, but evidently not. Ox and company's going to get that all day long. That was a really poor corner. But apparently they just give us the ball back. Right, let's encourage the boys. Encourage. You know, we are at home. Firmino can't get to it, and here they come again. Alright. Oh, they're so creative. They can just carve us apart whenever they want. That classed as a shot. Right, come on boys. Danilo. To Aguero. Oh, I should have probably not put the youngster in defence. I think I forgot to take him out. That's fine. When's putting youngsters in the team ever gone bad for anyone? Van Dijk to Trent. We played some sexy football, I have to say. To be fair, Man City are as well. To Salah. Oh, he should have squared it to Firmino. Firmino was the one that could have got something on it. They don't play many balls like in front of the striker, so like the striker can just like tap it in. Oh great, we've got an injury. They've got Robinson on the bench, which is fine. We'll confirm that sub. We're pretty injury free for the last couple of games. To be fair, I know people moan about the injury rate to Football Manager, but when you actually compare it to real life, it's still miles off what it should be. And there's that line of realism in a game that it's hard to bridge with a game like this, because there'll be people that moan that are like, I don't know, free striker tactics are unrealistic and Firmino! Do 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 do. Almost Salah. Do 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 do. We've got Firmino. Sorry. Oh, good save, good save. So yeah, so you got some people on one hand that are saying, you know, tactics unbalanced, unrealistic. Yeah, you know, like free striker tactics. You know, they shouldn't be as OP as they are. But then on the other hand, you've got everyone going, too many injuries, too many injuries. So basically what everyone wants is every tactic to be amazing. And then for injuries to be basically nothing. That's what people want. And I get it's a game, but you can't have it both ways. You can't have a realistic game with loads of unrealistic things. And especially with tactics like, although the free strikers is a bad example, look at real life, for instance, okay? Look how tactics change. Like 2 years ago, we were playing Football Manager. Everyone, tiki-taka. You know, want these passing tactics. Nowadays, it's all about counter-attacking. It's all, you know, it used to be about pressing. The game evolves and Football Manager evolves. So tactics that were once good aren't as good because the game progresses. You know, like real life. You go back to like the 70s and 80s, people would play like what, 8 men up front because that was the game. Good save by Becker. They are all over us now. They're having a lot more shots. You know, so you've got two. You either make the game super realistic, or you don't. But then you lose what Football Manager is. Football Manager isn't a FIFA. Okay. I think FIFA is just like, you know, you watch a FIFA game. It's not really. If you think about, right, compare this to what you watch on the TV. It's not the same. Nowhere near. You know, you attack, they attack, you attack. You don't have that. You have that bit where you just sort of pass it around, knock it around, you know, stamina and stuff like that. There's a huge part of the game that goes so underappreciated. And that's the only thing with this. I don't find that conditioning on players actually makes too much of a difference. Oh, we are winning. And that's the only thing I don't know how they would, because I know if they played out of position, they get the attributes get what's the word? They get negative attributes on certain stats, which is good because it's realistic, you know. But I think that conditioning should be so much more important, because especially what I want to see from Football Manager 2019 is better set pieces, good save, better set pieces 1,000%. You should be able to change. You should be able to make specialist set pieces. However, you should have to train them. Okay. So, for instance, I wouldn't be able to train what I'm training now. I'd have to train just on that set piece, and then it would still have to have a bar to be completed, because otherwise you'd get people just abusing it. So it'd be like you can then I don't want to say a special ability, because the minute you say that, you're like, oh, that sounds stupid. But you should be able to be like, right, let's try this. And then obviously it's still got a percentage chance of working, depending how complex it is. And the more the bar is charged, the more close it is to that. I don't know. Oh, the Ox with a vicious strike there. And what else do I want to see in 2019? And then the training revamped. Because training is so boring. I'd like more dynamic events within players. That would be interesting. Because Team Tour, I don't know really what you can do with them, to be fair. Or like more interaction with the media. I'd like to, like, you know, when like you're about to lose a job, I want to feel like I'm under pressure. I want them to really push up that pressure, where you're like, if I lose, I don't want to lose because I'll be fired. But it should be, you know, the fans, the media. If you're not spending money, the fans are getting on your back, and you want to see them like protesting. I don't know if they can do that. But I want to see, you know, fans want Brooks out, for example. You know, after the game, they're going to have a peaceful demonstration. They want. The problem is there's a lot of thing about they can't do it with the names, because otherwise I imagine they'll get liable, won't they? So they do have to be careful, I suppose. But it just would make it a bit more interesting, because Firmino's awkward angle, though, no, and that's a poor shot overall. So it just make it a bit more dynamic, because sometimes I feel, oh fuck, Mane's out. Alright, pause. Have we got Pavon on the bench? No. Is he injured? Put Woodburn on. Woodburn's had a bit of a... he's been pushed to the side, sadly, with the purchase of... I'm tangling on my words. With the purchase of Pavon, Woodburn hasn't really seen the first team, which is a shame. We might bring Salah off as well. I know it's a big game, but we do need to rest them, because we do still need them. And Emery Moore is a good player, so giving him a little bit of time isn't the end of the world. The clock's going really slow all of a sudden, which always makes me super, super nervous. Van Dijk gets a yellow card. A big man at the back. I love a bit of Van Dijk. He has been amazing. Absolutely amazing. 85 minutes are gone. Right, we're going to pause, and this is them. This could be it. This could be the goal. Concentrate, everyone. De Bruyne to Sterling, and that goes wide. I'm grateful for that. We got to keep that pressure on United. You know, we let it slip. You know, we were earlier on in the season quite comfortably sitting up top. Emery Moore, oh, that's a shame. Got to get it on target. It is an awkward angle. It is an awkward angle, so can't be too harsh. Couple of minutes left now. Do 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 do. Oh, Mo Salah. Do 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 do. But we sold Coutinho. Right. Sterling. I thought Ox was going to win that. Ox was darting around the place. There, Trent got the ball to Moore. Moore finds Firmino. Nah. That was a tricky one for him. That was a tricky one. The defender was with him all day long. He didn't have the space to do much. That's a brilliant save. What a shot from Wijnaldum. Moore doesn't get past the first man. We've got a problem with that with our penalties. Not getting, our corners not getting past the first man. It's probably because I still haven't set the set pieces. We might as well just admit by now that I'm never going to set the set pieces, because I'm useless. Henderson. De Bruyne. I'll keep looking at the clock. Big, big win if we can get it. We're sort of cementing ourselves in this second place at least. There we go. Brilliant game. Brilliant game. Alright, well done, boys. So we just do calm and win because we were at home. No one really stood out, which is interesting. And there we have it. Although Man United have a game in hand, we have pulled it back to 2 points. Who have Man United's got their next game against? So here we can see what is really interesting is, to be fair, they have a really easy run of games, it has to be said. However, they do have to come to Anfield. That is going to be a game and a half, I tell you. Looking at the fixtures, we will be back for the Arsenal game. These are all big games now. As you can see, my end of the season, I've got Man United. Well, I've got Arsenal. I've got Man United. I've got Chelsea. This is going to be a tough finish. We've got the quarter-final, which I'll try and record to see who we get against. But yeah, we'll be back for the Arsenal game. But that's all for today. Thank you for joining me. What do you reckon? Are we going to pimp Man United to the first spot? Where do you think we're going to finish now? I think we could do it. It's our year, boys. Anyway, drop that subscribe, drop that thumbs up. Helps me tons. Take it easy. See you later. Bye-bye.